Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Summer Rising Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I could be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with soon. Might have to swap the roles, and if this reading doesn't resonate right away, and maybe something that happens down the line, if you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead. See what you guys could be dealing with or what you can expect moving forward in the near future for the week ahead or end of June 2021. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And if you guys notice that I don't sound as clear, Mercury retrograde. It took out my microphone. It's no longer working. So we're using my phone to record the sound for the time being. I apologize if it's not as clear or hard to hear me at times. There's nothing I can do about it. So it's either this or it's either this. What's worse? Is this worse? Is this better? Nah, I don't think so. We're going to stick with my phone because some people be like, I can't hear you. Okay, well this isn't any better. So we're going to stick with this for the time being. But yeah. Alright, so Aquarius, what messages do we have for you for the week ahead? Any messages for my Aquarians, please? Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus. Alright. Any messages for Aquarius? Whoa. We got the Tarantula coming out. Fire energy. Messages for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus. And the Oyster. This feels like a similar message you guys had a few months ago. It's about... First of all, it's about the life path that you're on. About, are you happy with where you're at? Are there any adjustments you may need to make? I think your last reading was kind of similar, like being tested. Have you learned your lesson? If you have, needing to apply the lessons that you've learned, the knowledge that you've gained onto whatever you're going through currently, that is wisdom. Applying the wisdom. The tarantula talks about a decision. And I feel like this decision is about needing to open up. Or like, will you open up, Aquarius? Will you open up your heart? Will you put yourself out there? Will you give that love a chance? Will you give that idea a chance? Will you take the gamble? Will you take the risk? Or will you just clam up and stay scared and close yourself off to the world for the rest of your life? Might as well be in a room wrapped around with bubble wrap and... like, oh, I don't want to get hurt. Okay, let's just wrap you in a room with some bubble wrap, helmet, some knee pads, like, so you stay extra safe. Or, you could say, fuck it, I'm gonna go out in the real world. If I trip and fall a few times, that's okay. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll have some scratches. That's all right. I will heal. It's up to you. You got a decision. You either stay with where you're at, or you may go. Where are you in your life? Are you happy with where you are? Are there adjustments you may need to make? Is there something in your life that does not serve you that you might need to get rid of? You got to ask yourself some questions. Now, when it comes to decisions coming up, make sure you're in the right mindset. Take as long as you need to decide on what it is that you want. There's no rush. Calm the mind, get grounded, get clear with your intentions, and then you can decide, okay? They always say don't make long-term decisions based off temporary emotions, temporary feelings, right? So just make sure you're in the right mindset when it comes to decisions that come up this week, this month, this year, your life, just, little 2 cents of advice. Just to stay well-grounded, receptive, things like that. But this does talk about a decision about your life path, your dharma, your purpose. Why are you here? Are you feeling fulfilled or kind of lacking, Being honest with yourself, answering those questions to yourself, Take some time to sit, contemplate, and think about it. This does talk about wait. I think the tarantula's mantra is wait. Like, just sit, wait, ground yourself. There's a lot of red coming through representing the root chakra, right? Needing to earth yourself. Get on the ground barefoot, especially for those that have been feeling ungrounded recently. To just get in your element, go outside, go in nature, connect with the air, take some nice long deep breaths, walk on the ground barefoot, do some grounding exercises, some meditations, really just focus on calming the mind, especially for those that got some big decisions coming up. Okay? And then we have the oyster. The oyster does talk about needing to open up. It's scary. right? Putting yourself out there. It's scary showing your pearl to the world, your talent, your gifts, your abilities. Some of you are creatives, right? Artists of some sort. And maybe you have been contemplating putting your work out there, but you're hesitant to because you're afraid of the judgment of others, or how you will be perceived, or what if you're not good enough, or what if this, or what if, you know. And so there's the energy of you guys wanting to hold yourself back when it comes to love and relationships. It's like you want to put yourself out there, but you're scared of being hurt. And so maybe you put up walls, or you are difficult to get to know, or, you know, you kind of distance yourself, or you keep people at a distance because you're afraid of them getting close to you. Things like that. Let me check the bottom. The horse. Ooh, beautiful. Overcoming that. And wow. Oh my God. We got the elephant and the phoenix and the sea serpent. Okay. Let's talk about this real quick, because the other signs had extra cards that came out, and so I just want to talk about this. So there's those fears, and you got a decision. Do I stay closed off for the rest of my life and always wonder, what if I opened up? What if I took a chance? What if this? Or you could say, oh well, and just give it a chance. And even if it hurts, even if it fails, even if it doesn't work out, even if it doesn't go the way you planned, at least, oops, I'm so sorry. At least you know, instead of wondering for the rest of your life, what if? What if I took that chance? What if I put myself out there? What if I did say yes to that offer? Where would I be today? Well, you don't know unless you try. At the bottom of the deck, right, we have the horse, we have the elephant, we have the phoenix, and the sea serpent. So, first of all, phoenix coming out, this represents the root. So, like I said before, ground yourself. This is also a very, very transformative card to come through. Talks about transformation. We got double spirit energy coming out. Okay, lots of protection around you, spiritual protection, your guides, angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in, they're around, they're protecting you, they're giving you guidance, they're giving you that support, even if you don't feel it, you don't believe it, it's around you. Okay, lots of divine protection lots of divine protection is around you. There is a lot of that overcoming blocks and fears and pushing yourself and crushing the blockages, crushing those doubts and those self-limiting beliefs. The elephant's actually a very positive card to come out as well. It's very auspicious. There's lots of wisdom that the elephant carries. Like I said, needing to apply that wisdom that you've gained from past experiences. Yeah, okay, maybe you're fearful of getting hurt into this new relationship, but guess what? You know better now. You're not going to fall for those red flags anymore. You can't unsee what you've learned. You can't, like, once you take off the blindfold, you can't unsee what you see now. Like, there's no going back. You can't forget. So moving forward, you know better now, and you would be a fool to end up in the same situations. You've learned your lesson. Your last reading talked about you guys overcoming those exams, those tests from the universe. Have you truly learned? Will you move to the next level? I think lots of you are. And so this is the next step. It's like, are you going to allow these worries, these fears, these what ifs holding you back? Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe you need to just trust more. Look at how the third eye is highlighted in this card. Even the horse, right? The horse, the third eye being highlighted. Your intuition coming up play. Needing to trust your own inner guidance. And the horse talks about momentum. It also talks about needing to take yourself more seriously and taking better care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, committing to yourself, putting forth the effort in your wellness, your health, right? Like I said, some of you are needing to get into some sort of exercise routine, getting stronger physically, especially as you get older. If you don't exercise more, your body is just going to get more tired. You will end up pulling muscles much more easier. So needing to just kind of be gentle and take care of yourself and getting stronger physically, that's really going to help you. And also mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And that obviously doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice, takes consistency. Consistency applies for really everything. But having that determination, and even though there might be moments where you have setbacks, or you may have fears that come up, and worries about opening up, and worries about the what ifs, but pushing through that, not letting that hold you back. And that is the sea serpent and the phoenix. Major healing taking place, releasing of the past, forgiving yourself, forgiving your past, forgiving ex-partners and your parents and friends who maybe hurt you, people who have hurt you in the past, learning to surrender, learning to forgive that, allowing yourself to express your emotions, even if it's just to yourself, needing to just come clean with how you feel and acceptance and surrendering to that. And when you do that, you are really transforming and you are making peace with your past and you are shedding your old skin and you're literally rising from the ashes as the phoenix. It's really beautiful. It really is. And so that's kind of like the reading. It's like you have a decision. You either stay a caterpillar or you become the butterfly. You want to stay the caterpillar? You can. But you also have the choice to become the butterfly and transform and integrate all that you've learned and step into the best version of you. Like the best, most improved. Obviously, there's always room for improvement and growth. But like, really overcoming these limitations and old ways of being that don't serve you anymore. But like, yeah, like that's really interesting. Off to a really strong start, Aquarius. Let's pull some tarot messages, see what's happening, if there's anything else. Any other messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, end of June? What messages do my Aquarians need? Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, end of June? What messages for my Aquarians? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Any tarot messages for Aquarius, please? Tarot messages. Okay, doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Let's get into it. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, we have... It's reversed. Emperor reversed coming out. Aries energy. Messages for... Okay, Knight of Swords. Oh, the Devil. The Moon reversed, Ace of Swords. What is happening here? That was a big stack that fell out. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. I'm running out of space here. I need to move this. Give me a second, y'all. Six of Swords. Page of Wands, the Tower. Whoa. And Wheel of Fortune. Big changes. Big changes. Okay. There's definitely some breakthroughs that you're having. This is a theme. This has been a message for a couple signs already. Aries had a breakthrough. Scorpio had a breakthrough. You guys having a breakthrough. It's like, what's going on, y'all? Having some breakthroughs. I don't know if it's that eclipse energy that we've been going through or all this retrograde energy that's making us look at some things, illusions, false beliefs, mindsets, things like that. Like, collectively, a lot of people are going through this, okay? Big breakthroughs, big realizations. And this is kind of out of your control. Like, you're going to have a big awakening, really. Emperor in the reverse, like I said, out of your control. Something's coming to you. Knight of Swords. You may not even expect it. There's something changing. Sudden shifts, sudden movement. And needing to just learn to adjust quickly. Needing to adjust quickly, and I think it's important that you surrender to these changes or surrender to what comes your way. You'll adjust much more quicker to whatever these changes are. There's big change happening, you guys. Now, maybe this is about you guys. Maybe this is like part 2 to your last reading. These unhealthy things in your life, mindsets, beliefs, connections, anything in your life that really does not serve you, that feeds into your imbalances, you know, certain habits, addictions, obsessions, codependency. Like, we can go on and on and on about it. But at the end of the day, this does not have to hold you back. I know it may be very difficult. It may be a long, long process to break away from this. But it is possible. It is possible, you know. Rehab. That just came to me. Rehab. Maybe someone you know is going to rehab. Maybe that's not a message for you. Maybe it's someone around you. Maybe you're trying to help someone with their toxic ways, or like, you know, even for like parents out there, maybe you're seeing someone or like a family member struggling and you're trying to help them. Anyways, I think you're coming to this awareness of the things in your life that don't serve you, that must change in order for you to move forward. You really need to let go of the past once and for all. Because once you do that, there's no going back. Once you shed that layer of skin, it's gone. It's gone. Like, you've shed it, it's gone, it's dead, there's no going back. Even with the tower, right? The tower coming out, Scorpio energy. Once this tower comes crashing down, once it collapses, things will never be the same again. You can rebuild it, and yeah, it'll probably be better and stronger, but it will never be how it used to be. Same as, like I said, you have a change in your perspective, a change in your mindset, or you have this realization. You can't unlearn it. You can't just put the rose-colored glasses back on and forget it all. Like, something is changing drastically in your life. I don't think it's bad, though. I really think this is good. Like, some of you are receiving good news with the Page of Wands, receiving good news or being open to receive the blessings that are coming your way, right? When we have these unhealthy things or these blocks or these people or these energies in our life, energy vampires, they block us from our blessings. When we decide to say enough is enough and I'm going to take this sword and I'm going to remove the things that have been holding me back or blocking me, or mindsets, fears, beliefs, relationships that have been holding me back. And that was a big theme for your last readings. Like, yeah, I think that, well, I don't remember exactly. I just remember for some, you were definitely cutting some things, relationships, especially one-sided connections out of your life, or just like readjusting boundaries, things like that. Once you do that, you're making a clear path for the blessings and the good things to come towards you. Okay, that's what's happening here. Moon reverse with the tower. Oh, not the tower, the devil. And the tower, really. There is a big breakthrough. You're finally seeing things exactly as they are. There's no more illusion. There's no more secrets. There's no more confusion. You see it exactly as it is. But I also see this as overcoming cycles, overcoming blocks, overcoming the toxicity. Same as that Elephant, crushing the cycles, crushing the blockages that have been getting in the way. Like, literally just different cards, same message, you guys. It's big, it's important, and it may be uncomfortable, you know? You may have to step out of your comfort zone, or what you once knew turns out wasn't even the truth, and having to process it and surrender to it. And, you know, again, it's uncomfortable. It might feel kind of crappy in the moment, and you may want to just close up and try to forget, but needing to just trust. I think that's the most important thing for you guys, is to trust. The Wheel of Fortune. I trust whatever the universe brings me. Whatever the universe brings you, whatever the divine brings you, is for your highest purpose. Even if it doesn't seem like it right now, trust in the bigger picture. There's a bigger plan that you just don't see yet. But this is part of the whole process. The destruction of whatever doesn't serve you, it has to go. Any foundations in your life that aren't built on solid foundations, gotta go. Start over. Build something stronger. A stronger base, stronger foundation, and to take your time with it. There's no rush. Some of you have been way too impatient. I want it now, I want it instant. But, like, when we have things that come to us quickly, it also tends to leave just as quick. When you take your time to build the foundation of what it is that you truly want, and you take your time with it, you have more appreciation for the rewards. And it's much more worth it, and it lasts a lot more longer than if you just, like, quickly, you know, put it all together and, okay, it's done. Or you can take your time with it. It's quality over quantity. That's kind of what I feel from that. But, so, lots of energy. 6 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords. Like, there is movement. There is big movement, especially for those that have been feeling like life has just been really chaotic, really stressful, just one thing after another. It's just been a lot. It seems like moving forward, things are going to be a lot more peaceful, a lot more calmer. I think that's like, wow. I can't speak, y'all. I'm pretty sure that's what I said in your last reading. It's like, once you cut out the things that just don't serve you, the drama, the petty friendships, the this, the that, the things that really just feed into your imbalance, you just act as a headache. Like, it just causes your head to hurt. When you remove those things, life is just going to be so much more peaceful. Seriously. That's honestly what I'm getting from this. So, even though there's some changes that are coming your way, maybe unexpected, also needing to choose your battles carefully. Careful of who you give your energy to. Is that really worth fighting about? Is that person really worth your energy? Do you really feel the need to defend yourself? Is that really necessary? Maybe, maybe not. It's something you gotta ask yourself. That's what the Knight of Swords says. I choose my battles carefully. So that's another message. You don't always have to give your energy, your time to everybody. A lot of people that say things that are hurtful or rude, it's to get a reaction out of you. And when you give them the reaction, you're feeding them. You're feeding the monster. And they just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they come at you again and again and again. And if you keep on giving them a reaction, they'll keep coming to you. And that's not worth your peace of mind. That's for someone out there, right? Someone's been just like coming at you, poking you. Just like, don't even give them a reaction. Poker face, you know? Like Lady Gaga. All right. Let me get a fairy message. All right. This is a new deck. One of my subscribers gifted it to me. Shout out to her. Fairies Oracle. Any fairy messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Any fairy messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Give me one card, please, because these are in depth. Okay, these cards are in depth. Any fairy messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, end of June? What fairy messages does my Aquarians need to hear for this reading? Any message? Ooh, look at this. Oh, I love this card. We have the Green Woman. This card is my favorite, I feel. One of my favorites. I love this card so much. This talks about you guys, and this fits in with that oyster energy, the hesitation to opening yourself up or to be yourself or to express yourself. The Green Woman, which is number 23, adding up to 5. 5 is symbolic of change. This talks about you guys needing to step into your authenticity and to not care about other people's opinions, because what truly matters is what you think of yourself and knowing your own worth, knowing your own value. And again, not tolerating this crap that you don't deserve, this devil-like energy from those around you, friends, family. I don't care how long you've known them. If they treat you like crap, you gotta put your foot down and stand up for yourself. Or you can choose to let them walk all over you and walk all over you and walk all over you. Again and again and again and again, and wonder, why am I not growing, or how come this keeps happening? You got to put your foot down. Sometimes you got to stand up for yourself. That's for someone out there. I'm gonna get the book. I was gonna say something that's gone, so let me get the book and then I'll add on to it. So the Green Woman: wildness, natural magic, expectant gratitude, untrammeled creativity. The Green Woman dances naked in the moonlight and in the sunlight and the shadows as well. She doesn't care what you think of her. She knows her worth from her experience of life. She is the feminine, vital, vegetative force that enables a root to crack stone, the reed to bend in the wind, and the oak to stand against the storm. The graceful, slow-motion dance of the Green Woman shows us how to release the constraints of artificial rules and limitations, and finds our true pattern of growth. Each of us, rooted or not, has an inborn pattern of perfection to guide our own growth. Earth Mother nurtures us, Sun Father energizes us, storms batter us, and sometimes we must bend before them. Other life preys upon us on one hand, and nourishes and supports us on the other. Within the framework of the real world, we seek our path to realizing our own potential and finding our own fulfillment. The Green Woman reminds us that where the ground is fertile, something will grow. It may be nettles or thistles or roses or carrots or sandburrs or peaches, but it will be something, because fertile earth never remains empty. She tells us to stay earthed, to attend to our own growing ground, keeping it fertile and well watered, and to pay attention to what grows there. It is up to us to root out what we don't want within ourselves and to nurture what we do. She also reminds us to count our blessings and deal with difficulties. A tree grows where the seed falls, as do all of our rooted brothers and sisters. They teach us the importance of making the best of what comes to us, showing us patience and perseverance in adversity. When a plant is thirsty, it can only do limited things to use its thirst, like slowly driving its roots deeper in search of water, but mostly it must wait for water to come to it. Although we have legs and can often take action to get to where we want, or at least try to, there are some things beyond our reach, literally. The Emperor reversed. Why did I have such a brain fart? The Emperor reversed. I was like, wait, what card is this? Some things are beyond our own reach. These are the things we can learn from the Green Woman. Example, waiting patiently and with an expectant gratitude. Yet, at the same time, she counsels us to take risks, to let new and unfamiliar wild seeds grow and see what they become. Watch them closely. Some of them may be miracles waiting to happen in our lives. As we develop our own free and untrammeled creativity, the Green Woman grows within us. The Green Woman speaks to us of caring for our growing ground and of the physical satisfaction of being our natural selves and practicing our own innate magic. This is a time for enhancing the growth of our abilities and talents, a time of blossoming that will bear fruit. It may be a time for growing maturity and self-confidence. Experience trusting yourself and trusting the process of growth. She also reminds us material reward ahead, the harvest of the seeds we planted and nurtured. She counsels boldness and perseverance in the face of adversity, yet she reminds us that sometimes the only action we can take is to wait patiently and keep growing. When our energy is blocked, growth is stunted. Twisted, the energy of growth goes awry, and we move in directions that are either dead ends or simply inappropriate for us. Or perhaps we try to shift from one extreme to another, between growth and status, which only yield in twisted, stunted, and warped results. In its destructive mode, the energy of growth goes wild. Cancers, both physical and emotional, may result. Alternatively, there may be no growth at all, but in fairy and this world, we both must either grow or die. We cannot simply hold still. Like I said, you want to stay the caterpillar, or are you trying to stay the butterfly, or are you trying to become the butterfly? It is up to you, Aquarius. The Green Woman. Love that card. These cards are so awesome. I love them so much. And the artwork, absolutely stunning. So there we go. The Green Woman. Let's get a couple of Tikashi messages and wrap this up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? End of June. Any Tikashi messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading for the week ahead? End of June. Show me clearly. Any Tikashi messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? End of June. We have emotions and, wow, that flipped out, commitments. Okay. Emotions. Feel your emotions and let them go. Do not harbor bad feelings from the past. Are you falling into the same holes time and time again? It may be time to look for the triggers that create negative feelings and do something about it. Is there an issue that you're too emotional about? Take a step back, breathe, give yourself some space. Love all of your feelings, not just the ones you judge to be good. Commitment. Commitment to yourself will create all you need to learn and grow. Actively involve yourself in your world. Be a participant rather than a spectator. Life is for the living, loving, and experiencing. Take the plunge. Once you make any commitment, follow it through with the integrity you deserve. So Aquarius, that is what I got for you guys for this reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below, as well as leave a like, subscribe. You can turn on the notification bell so that you guys are notified when I've uploaded. And if you guys are interested, you can check me out on Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.